whispering sands. I walk where the stories are drowned. Ghost towns cradle the cursed lands. Whiskey bottles lay scattered around. The sun bleeds red over scorched earth, burning churches, their sins unforgiven. I'm a silhouette trailing the dirt, chasing echoes of the life I've been missing beneath the desert wind. Secrets like cold underneath the starless cloak, dust to behold. I hear the train whistle like a ghost sing, calling me to avenge what's been stolen beneath the desert wind. I once loved a girl as wild as a storm, in a town too parched for dreams. Betrayal came in a friend's form, left nothing but her scream. By an old forgotten grave we swore, but his bullet told me he lied. Now every dusk I wage this war, a shadow with nothing inside beneath the desert wind. Pain cuts so cold through the silence of my raft, stories retold. That train whistle mourns like a hymn for the love lost and the hearts turned cold beneath the desert wind. At the crossroads, dust stirs beneath my feet, face to face with a ghost from my past, gun heavy with the truth I must grieve. Only one shadow will last beneath the desert wind. I find my fate in the heart of the land where the night berates. The train whistles fade like a whispering sin. Revenge or forgive, the hour grows late beneath the desert wind. In the town where shadows lay deep as sins, echoed the whistle of the midnight train. Beneath that lonesome ghostly scream lies a tale of love turned ashes in the wind. Old whiskey bottles line the crumbling streets where once stood churches, now only memories weep. Ashes of the midnight train, where my heart once laid its claim, driven deep into the cursed land by a vengeful traitorous hand. In the silence of this damn desert's breath lives a story soaked in the depths of death. She was the fire wild under prairie moon's glow, her betrayal a sharper cut than winter's bitter snow. In her wake left nothing but the ghost of my trust, a burning love reduced to nothing but dust. Now each night the train's cry splits the star, a haunting reminder of the light swallowed by dark. Ashes of the midnight train, my soul wearing its invisible chain, carried away on that lonesome track to a place where no man comes back. In the hush of these forsaken graves echo the songs of the bravely betrayed. Under the eye of the crescent moon I see clear, her whispers float like venom in my ear. But the path to redemption is a road I walk alone, through the silent deserts where my sins are atoned. Ashes of the midnight train forge the steel of my resolve's chain. In the cold quiet where the lost are found, I'll be the justice redemption bound. Let the wind carry away all that I've grieved. In the ashes of the midnight my peace retrieves. Down where the whiskey drowns forgotten graves, and the wind whispers tales of the depraved. Ghost town shadows, they dance in the dust. Silent desert guards the secrets of the unjust. On the devil's lonely road, he rides alone, past burning churches where no light is shone. Beneath the cruel moon, he seeks what he's owed. Every turn, every cross, on the devil's lonely road. He once loved a maiden, fair and wild, betrayed by a friend, deceit tender as a child. Revenge burns like the desert sun overhead. Dreams of vengeance fill the nights in his bed. On the devil's lonely road, he rides with a frown, chasing echoes of a life in a tumble downtown, seeking justice in lands where the lost souls go. Every mark, every scar, on the devil's lonely road. In the cool devil's lonely road. He finds his peace, letting go of the love, letting the torment cease. In the silence of the desert, a story foretold of a man and his sins on the devil's lonely road.
Swallowed by the shadows of the past, where the wind whispers secrets in the dust. I walk the streets, a ghost among the ruins, a whiskey bottle clutched in these cursed hands. Old train whistles moan a song of what was lost. Echoes of laughter, now just empty sounds. I'm dancing with the lonely road under the pale moon's glow, spinning tales of a love that died and the revenge I came to know. Each step a story of betrayal in this silent desert night, where my heart beats in the rhythm of the fading twilight. There's a church at the edge where the prairie meets the sky. Its cross stands black against the fire it once knew. She promised forever by those old burning pews, but lies festered under the bell's solemn toll. Now her whispers haunt the canyons like a curse. In the cold grip of night, I recall every word. I'm dancing with the lonely road under the stars' harsh light, haunted by the love we made before it turned to spite. Each gust of dust a memory in this barren whispered lore, where shadows move to the tune of the promises she wore. Here stands the gallows where truth came undone, revealed in the hollow end of a gun. Her ghost in the shadows with eyes so forlorn, weeps for the man that revenge has now torn. The desert holds my secrets like a lock without a key. This path of dust and sorrow, where my soul no longer roams, I find my peace within the storm, the road that now is home.
In the shadow of the valley where the sun forgets to shine, lies a town too grim to name, past the dusty devil's spine. Whiskey bottles lay as markers for the souls who lost their way. Each step echoes in the silence of the streets they used to sway. Oh, the wind cries out the stories, forgotten, desperate fates of love lost and hearts betrayed under heavy western gates. Hear the train whistle mourning across the barren land. Ghost town secrets buried deep in the cursed desert sands. Underneath that moonlit blanket, there's a church with scorched old pews, where I swore mine die in love, and where I learned I was born to lose. There my darling met a stranger with a heart colder than his gun. Promised her a brighter morrow, left me here when all was done. Oh, the wind cries out the stories worn like leather, cut so deep, of betrayal and cold revenge, in a town too lost to weep. Hear the train whistle crying like a ghost that knows my pain, in the echoes from the ghost town under skies that promise rain. At the edge of desperation, I faced the man who stole her heart. In the quiet of the ghost town, we stood 10 paces apart. Smoke and thunder broke the silence. Only one of us would leave, bound forever to the ghost town, with a sleeve that's set to grieve. Now the wind still shares my story, and the whiskey dulls the ache of a gunslinger bound by sorrow, and the vengeance he did take. Hear the train whistle fading like the past I can't outrun. Echoes from the ghost town till my days are finally done, in the whispering desert breezes where the spirits never rest. I wander through forgotten graves. In the West I love the best.
In the heart of a ghost town under a blood-red sky, where the dust lies heavy and the old crows fly, a lone church stands its bell silent and cold. Here lies the tale that's seldom told. By a forgotten grave, shadows begin to swell. A gunslinger's past with a story to tell. Whiskey bottle empty by his worn leather boots, a map to damnation on the root of his roots. So the desert sings of the souls unwept, whispering secrets that the old winds kept. Guns blaze in silence, hearts turn to stone, in the cursed lands where the lost are known. Once loved a beauty with eyes so wild, promises made under the stars they piled. Betrayal came on a hot dust storm's breath. She lay cold as the guns sang the song of death. From town to town under the outlaw's moon, chased by a past that would catch him soon. Train whistles moan through the night's embrace, each stop a reminder of his fall from grace. Echoes of gunshots over the plains, whispering secrets, old pains and chains. Fire in his veins, revenge a bitter friend, in the silent deserts where all roads end. Stood in the church, flames licking high, burning his sins under God's own sky. Face to face with the man in black, in the mirror his reflection cracked. Now the desert sings of the soul set free, cursed by the land, as blind as can be. Guns holstered forever, in silence he'll lost call home. Desert wind whispers, let the past be, for the cowboy rides where the spirits flee. In the haunted silence, the gunslinger's ballad played, a tune for the heart where vengeance stays. In the shadow of dusk neath a blood-red sky, I rode past the chapel where the crows do cry. Ghost town whispers through streets of despair, empty bottles and dreams scattered everywhere. I'm riding through the devil's deal, haunted by the wheels, every turn and squeal. Packed with shadows in the silent sand, I ride alone, a cursed, forsaken man. Once loved a girl with wildfire eyes, beneath these cursed stars she told her lies. In a gust of dust she left without a trace, only the echo of her steps, a vanishing embrace. I'm riding through the devil's deal, every mile a reminder of the heart she steals. Whiskey numbs the soul but not the pain. In every shadow her memory remains. Crossroads, the wind speaks her name, a spectral vision in a flickering flame. Gunpowder and guilt, my constant friends. Tonight this endless road might finally end. Still riding through the devil's cruel jest, each star above a witness to my quest. In the heart of the desert I make my stand, to break this curse or die by my own hand. To break this curse or die by my own hand. Cuts the silence of the cursed plains. I found a dusty bottle, spinning tales of pain. A ghost town sleeps under a sky cruel and misty. There's blood on the whiskey red, a sunset gory. Old shackles rattle where lost souls by beneath the shadow of the gallows where the sinners cry. Blood on the whiskey, fire in the night, haunted by the echoes of a love that died. The desert knows my secrets, buried deep and free. Blood on the whiskey, the spirit
tears cry to me. A memory stirs of a love so fierce and blind. In her eyes a tempest, the stormy raging kind. But love turned to betrayal on a dusty windswept eve. She lay with my brother in the chapel by the reeds. The preacher spoke of forgiveness while my heart spoke of a grave. Now every sip of bourbon tastes the bitterness of betrayed. Blood on the whiskey, fire in the night. Smoke rises from the church where we once saw the light. The wind carries whispers of deceit and decree. Blood on the whiskey, the ghost won't let me be. Underneath the desert moon, I pour the pain away. The bottle lay empty like the words I couldn't say. As the stars judged in silence from their heavenly seat, I made my reflection, my betrayal complete. Blood on the whiskey, we reap what we sow. In the land of the forsaken, only the cursed winds blow. I'll ride with the shadows till death sets me free. Blood on the whiskey, this outlaw's legacy. Every chord a mournful plea, every note a whispered dread. In this haunted desert ballad, where my heart forever bled.
In the shadows of the old ghost town, under a blood-red sky, whiskey bottles lay buried, secrets that the dirt won't hide. Wind moans through the chapel's broken spine, an unholy serenade. Echoes of a train whistle, like ghosts of the love we betrayed. Beneath the lost love lies a heart turned to stone. Underneath the silent desert where I wander alone, cursed by the whispers of the love that we burn. In this haunted wasteland, no lesson was learned. Once held you in the moonlight, now shadows twist where you stood. Beneath the oak in forgotten graves, it's understood. You whispered of salvation with a dagger behind your smile. Left me with nothing but the vengeance simmering wild. Beneath the lost love lies a heart turned to stone. Underneath the silent desert where I roam alone, cursed by the ashes of the dreams we once knew. In this forsaken land, only despair grew. Came upon the burning church, the flames dance with my fury, you lock it in the ashes. The judge and the jury, smoke rises to the heavens like the prayers of the damned. My heart bleeds, not for mercy, but the justice my hands demand. Beneath the lost love, a revenant I've become, a specter in the wastelands, under the scorching sun. With revenge as my compass, this gun by my side, I'll find peace in the shadows where the restless spirits bide.
Out where the dust whirls the tales of the past, under the shadow of sins that will last. Whiskey bottles lay empty, souls hollow inside, in the town where the church fire and dark's secrets reside. Echoes of train whistles mournful and low call through the night to the ghost that I know. The smoke flying high, revenge sings a ballad old as the stones buried 'neath crosses and unmarked bones. She was an angel, made the devil repent, but love turned to ash and away she was sent. Betrayal, a cold whisper on a hot desert night, led to a fire that set the heavens alight. Her laughter now haunts every corner of my dreams. In the silent desert, nothing's just as it seems. Blood on the church fire, embers of fate, where the heart meets the shadow at the old pearly gate. Songs of the fallen, hymns of the damned, echo through the wasteland, vast and unplanned. Face to face with my reflection in a shard, all my sins laid bare in a yard of disregard. The truth burns hotter than the fire's own wrath, walking this cursed land on a broken path. Church fire, redemption too late. I carry this story, I carry this weight. Fate's written clear in the night sky's expanse. In the ashes I found my lost last chance. So here I stand where the old church burned down, whispering secrets to the lost and the found. With blood on my hands and fire in my soul, in the heart of the desert I've paid my toll.
stood a man with a bottle of a whiskey, where the winds of regret blow. The town was just a shadow, a memory of smoke and flame, ghost of a church still ringing, a hymn bearing his name. Oh, the devil's deal and the drifting smoke, signed in the shadows where the lost souls show. Whispers on the dust storms cry, telling tales of how you'll never die. Once loved a girl with eyes like the stormy skies, but the devil had his due under those cursed sunrise. Betrayal came on a cold train's whistle, far and keen, left nothing but her locket and dreams that could have been. Devil's deal in the dusk and the smoke that blinds, promises made in the dark by the strongest minds. Echoes of her laughter swallowed by the sand, in the heart of the cursed lands where we stand. Face to face with the past, in the eye of a dust-swirled fight, the ghosts of a wrong heart rising with the night. Found her grave unmarked beneath the desert scorn, a whispered sorry to the winds, a love reborn. So here's to the devil's deal and the ever-burning smoke, in the land of lost chances where hope is a cruel joke. Raise a glass to the sky, to the love and life I forsake, riding out with the dawn for my damn soul's sake.
sunset bleeds rust on the ridge. Underneath the hollow sky's mournful white lies a ghost town's whisper, the broken bridge, past the dusty bottle where dreams run dry. Hear the train's cry cut through thin desert air, echoing the tales of old lost despair. Echoes from the hollow sky calling low, spinning tales of love betrayed and curses cast. Whiskey burns slow as cold winds of secrets blow. In the shadows every outlaw's die is cast. Beneath the churchyard's cross an unmarked grave hides a love stolen by traitors' hand. Her laughter haunts the canyon strong and brave. In the silent deserts I make my stand. The moonlight's witness to this heart's decay. Love's light smothered in the cruelest of ways. Echoes from the hollow sky, weary cries, tales of vengeance on a night without stars. The past and news, the future's a disguise. Every shadow hides a man behind bars. On this cursed land, under cursed skies, faced her ghost in every dawn's pale light. Truth's a blade that cuts through all the lies. Tonight the desert knows I'm here to fight. Echoes from the hollow sky, now my guide, resigned to roam where spirits can't find rest. With every step in dust my sins I bide. In the hollow sky the lost are blessed. Out where sorrow and the lost hopes collide. Echoes from the hollow sky know I ride. Under a blood-red sky, I ride through the sand, past ghost towns and graves in this godforsaken land. Whiskey bottle clutched, memories flood like rain, the echoes of the past whispering with pain. Riding through the cursed land, heart heavy as stone. Lost love and betrayal in this desert I roam. Each mile a reminder of the cost of my sins. Riding through the cursed land where the darkness begins. Dust storms swirl round like the lies that were spun. Found love in her eyes neath the same burning sun. But a train whistle moans, a dirge for my soul. She's gone with the shadows where the night winds blow. Riding through the cursed land, guns at my side. Silent deserts witness
churchyard where the fire still burns. I see her shadow dance at every painful turn. My heart calls for justice, but there's no peace to find. Only whispers of the past twisting through my mind. Riding through the cursed land, this tale's nearly done. Fate's a cruel mistress under this merciless sun. But in this endless desert, I've made my final stand. Riding through the cursed land, gun cold in my hand. In the hollows of a ghost town where the wind whispers sins, moonlight dances on shattered glass. The night show begins beneath the sway of a hangman's tree. Shadows merge and part. Each step they take a silent claim on a forsaken heart. So waltz, waltz with the shadows under the devil's moon, where coyotes howl and the whiskey drowns out sorrow's tune. In the dust of cursed lands where lost souls find their calls, we spin with ghosts of yesterday at the shadows' walls. Once loved a girl with fire in her eyes and a storm in her laugh. Promised her forever 'neath the stars on our broken path. But betrayal's breeze swept through our dreams, left me cold and scorned, with nothing but her echo in the chapel where we'd sworn. So waltz, waltz with the shadows under the devil's moon, past burning churches, through the night that can't come too soon. For every love that's lost, a specter's tale it installs. We dance a dance of vengeance in the shadows' walls. By the old train tracks, I heard the whistle of our past, a melody so bitter in desert wind so vast. She's just a ghost in the tumbleweeds, a whisper in my flask. Tonight the shadows claim me as I rip off the mask. Waltz, waltz with the shadows, let the cold truth be shown. In this silent desert, revenge burns in the bones. Here's to the love forgotten in their graves unadorned. We fade into the night where only shadows are reborn. So I'll meet her at the crossroads where our old love had died, in the haunted quiet where the last of trust had lied.
together we'll embrace in a dance that never stops, forever caught in the endless loop of the shadows waltz. Riding through the dusty boot of a ghost town decay, riding through the dusty boots where my heart once lay. Faded tracks, whiskey on my breath, spirit sway. Desert moon cast shadows on the graves that betray. Oh, I ride through the cursed land, seeking my dues, past burning churches, the echoes of old bitter feuds. My guns, my promise, my horse, my relentless guide. Through the silent desert, in the dust, we confide. Once loved a maiden hair like the night eyes a rebel's fire. Left me for gold, for a thief stoked my rage higher. A train whistle moans through the cold like a choir. In a burning heart, revenge outburns any pyre. Oh, I ride seeking shadows of a love that's lost, through dust storms where my dreams were double-crossed. My guns, my solace, my horse, my steadfast pride. Among forgotten graves, our secrets we confide. In a dead town's church, I found them love unkind. Gunshot hymns ring redemption in each round I sign. A specter of her kiss, betrayal's cruel reminder. Left them lying, part of the dust now behind her. So I ride through the dusty boots alone, ghosts past ruins of my sins to haunted coasts. My guns now silent, my heart's the heavy guide. Through cursed lands in the dust I now abide. In the shadow of a ghost town under a blood-red sky, the wind moans secrets as old as time. Bottle of whiskey lying in the sand where the spirits sigh. Echoes of the betrayed in each sip I find. my disgrace. That cursed night by the burning church is the light. Her love was sold on a cold dust storm's rise. Betrayal's knife hidden deep in her eyes left me with nothing but a heart turned to ice. Whispers in the whiskey calling out my name, tales of vengeance stirring, setting my soul aflame. Every drop of memory, every swig of pain, in the whiskey's shadow I call her name in vain. Face to face with my reflection in the broken glass, a specter of a man I was fading fast. Promise like forgotten graves scattered in the past. Now revenge whispers with the wind's cold blast. Whispers in the whiskey, this is my final stand. In the silence of the desert, I take the law in hand. The truth in the bottle, the gun cold in my grasp. In the land of the curse, I found my peace at last.
Underneath the silver gaze of a crescent moon, the shadows dance on forgotten tunes. Whiskey breath and the dust of twilight's embrace. Steps echo soft through this haunted place. Silent whispers, the tales of ghostly brides in the breeze that moans through the withered hides. Stirring cinders where once the church bell rang, now only silence round the gallows hangs. So we waltz through the night where the dead man lied, to the tune of a train whistle under a starlit sky. We spin with our ghosts in a cursed lover's trance, in this moonlit graveyard, our final dance. Years ago, by the old town's rusted sign, she vowed forever, her hand in mine. But betrayal's wind swept through these dusty streets, leaving nothing but shadows and deceit. Found her whispering secrets to the cold desert air, in the arms of another they were unaware. A storm brewed as I watched, with a heart turned to stone. In the thunder's roar, I swore she'd never die alone. So we waltzed through the night where the dead men lie, to the tune of a train whistle under starlit sky. We spin with our ghosts in a cursed lover's trance, in this moonlit graveyard, our final dance. On that night where the old church burned,
to the ground. Her betrayal paid in ashes, her spirit unbound. Now every whispering wind, every shift of the sands speaks her name as I reach out my trembling hands. Now we walk forever under moon's pale light. She's in my arms till the end of night. Love and vengeance, a bond sealed in stone in this moonlit graveyard. I'm never alone. So we walk through the night where the dead men lie, haunted and broken neath the endless sky. We spin with our ghosts in a love that's enchanted in this moonlit graveyard, our eternal dance.
In the shadow of an old ghost town where the wind whispers sins, the desert sun paints the cracks in a land forgotten by kin. Rusted signs sway, tales of a cursed gold that never gave. Dark secrets lie with the whiskey bottles beneath the silent grave. Oh, the moans neath the earth, they call out in the night. Lost loves and old betrayals hide from the pale moonlight. No peace for the haunted, no rest for the brave. All stories end beneath the silent grave. A train whistle blows, cutting through the silence like a scream. Brings me back to her eyes, shining under starlight's gleam. A preacher man once said our sins are ours alone to save. Now he lies with the ashes of a church that he couldn't save. Oh, the cries in the wind, they echo through the fight. Goes to the past, dancing with the dust storms in the night. Each step is a memory, each memory a wave, crashing down beneath the silent grave. Shadowed by the burnout chapel frame, I faced the man who bore my name and the curse we both claim. With pistol drawn and heartbeat loud, we settled debts unpaid. One man's truth, another's lie beneath the judgment laid. And dreams best left unbraved. Forgive me, love, for the path I chose and the soul I couldn't save. I'll meet my peace come the end beneath the silent grave.
out where the wind cries through ghost town spires. I walk the dusty trail of old desires, whiskey bottle swinging in my weathered hand, past a burned out church in forsaken land. Buried in the ashes under starless skies, love's a fleeting shadow that the daylight denies. Voices of the damned echo through the night. In this haunted desert, nothing's left but the fire. Saw her silhouette neath the hangman's frame, a memory scorched by betrayal's flame. Once we plotted beneath the silver moon, now she's just a whisper in the dusty saloon. Buried in the ashes where our dreams once lay, ghost trains whistle past, carrying my resolve away. Her laughter's just a specter in the midnight air. In the heart of the desert, found my despair. Beside forgotten graves, I drew my rusted gun, faced the dusty mirror. I ain't the only one. Revenge or redemption, the lines blur the same in the cursed lands. We play a deadly game. Buried in the ashes, I accept this curse of fate. The desert knows my secrets, all my love and hate. On this silent battleground, I lay my past to rest. In the ashes of the outlaw, find my peace at last.
In the town where the sun forgot to rise, crooked crosses cast shadows under blood-red skies. Dust rose like ghosts along the withered streets, while an old church bell told missing beats. Dance, dance, the outlaw heart waltz under stars that witness without fault. Spin your partner of skeletal remains to the tune of the whistle from a distant train. Whiskey bottles lay empty, telling tales of despair. Echoes of footsteps, she's no longer there. From a love turned sour to a life undone, in the silence of a bullet from a forsaken gun. Dance, dance, the outlaw heart walks through the ghost towns and the desert halls. Grip the devil as you sway and spin past burning churches and forgotten sin. Tracks feeling the earth shake, a storm of revenge about his soul at stake. The train cried a warning like an old friend's voice, time to face the past. with shadows cast by the setting sun's dots. Turn with the wind in a cursed land's embrace, accept the end in this forsaken place. Each chord strummed a whisper on the wind, each step taken a memory of sin. And dance, dance, the outlaw heart walks till the desert claims you and your fall.